Hi guys and welcome to my live reaction of One Piece chapter 857, Rook. Okay, here we go. It's been like 3 weeks since I've done a live reaction, so I'm really hyped for this. Okay, we have Hancock on the front page. She is looking really nice, like look at that. Damn. Okay. Sweet City Outskirts. Jinbei showed up. Okay, so we're still with Sanji and Luffy. Nice. Yeah, I was totally surprised too. So Nami saved them. I'm so relieved. Oh. But anyway, now we just gotta think about how we can meet up with everyone. They'll all be stoked once they hear you're coming back. It's a really cute panel of Luffy just like standing in the rain and I really like that. Okay. I can't possibly look Nami in the eye after everything I've done. Yeah, okay. I feel like they need, like, Luffy and Sanji obviously need to talk, but I feel like Nami as well because she was there. Nami and Ko, oh my god. Nami and the others, Nami-tachi, were more worried than anyone after all. And in spite of that, I caused them all terrible grief. Yeah, Sanji's still putting himself down over this, but I mean, that makes sense. Oh, the rain's letting up. Like the metaphors. Look, the rain is over, now the sun is coming. Woo! Mirror World. There they are. Yes, okay. You think they'll be able to hear us even through these tiny mirror fragments? The last mirror we used to talk with you was broken while I was on top of this giant tree monster who called himself King Baum. There has to be at least a couple of pieces lying around that area. Hey, Luffy! I hope they can hear them. Let's let them all meet up. Okay. Yes, okay. Sweet City Outskirts. Hey! Luffy, are you there? That's Chopper's voice. I like the little Luffy in the little bubble. That's cute. Okay. Hey! Found it. It's coming from this little piece of mirror. Luffy, can you hear me? Why is there a voice coming from the mirror? Let's get Sanji. You're so far behind. It's a long story, but all you need to know is that Chopper's inside the mirror with everyone else. I like Sanji's little... What? I'm really loving Sanji's expressions here. He's just so... like, what? Luffy, you're really there. I'm so glad. I can't get over Sanji's expression. Luffy, do you have Sanji with you? Yeah, he's right here. What about you? We were able to find and rescue everyone from inside the mirrors, Luffy. Yes. We're getting everyone back together. And what's more, Brook was actually able to get his hands on a copy of the Poneglyph. Well, really? You guys are the best. Oh, they're the compliment. I like carrots in the compliment thing too. Even if you praise me, won't make me happy or anything, you bastard. You bastard. You dunderhead. Oh my god, that's so cute. What the heck? Luffy, it's great that Sanji's with you, but were you able to reach an understanding? Sanji's not coming back just yet. What? Oh, people's reactions to this chapter. Starting now, we're gonna bust up Big Mom's tea party and wedding and save Sanji's family, and once we're done, Sanji will be coming back with us. Oh, look, that's nice. And then the silence. Sanji's expression again. Oh. Luffy, we're talking about Yonko here. The last thing I want is to endanger everyone. No, endanger Nami because of my own selfishness. That's why. Oh, yay! I'm loving this chapter. It's so cheerful. I feel like it's gonna have a dark ending, but it's so cheerful at the moment. Oh, look at that, Sanji. Look at the unconditional love you're receiving. Oh my god. What the hell's your problem? I heard you had a huge fight with Luffy, so I was crazy worried, you dummy. I'm just so happy, you dummy. You simpleton. As long as you do all that, Sanji will be coming back to the crew, right? Oh, look, it's Nami's cute video. Oh my god. That's so cute. Okay. Nami, and Sanji, regarding the matter of you throwing me down into the depths of fear itself. I'll never forgive you. Oh my god. Okay. I love everything about this chapter. Holy crap. Okay. But I suppose I can put it behind me for the time being. The tea party's just around the corner after all. So I'm gonna bring you back, even if I have to drag you. You got it, Sanji? Could you be proposing to me, Nami? This all makes me feel oddly relieved. Oh, well done, Luffy. We all know what we gotta do. Yep, and now that I think of it, Sanji's big sis saved my life. Ah, then we must save her at all costs. But that's easier said than done. Even though we don't necessarily have to take out Big Mom herself, every time Mama has a tea party, she looks forward to it from the bottom of her heart, to destroy all that would mean. To incite the full-blown wrath of one of the Yonko. And what's more, you all, it seems to have already been confronted by various ministers, but within the Big Mom pirates, they are but the tip of the iceberg. There will surely be many fierce warriors above even them in attendance at the tea party. And not to mention, the emperors of the underworld invited from various nations from across the sea. What? As for we, who are standing against them, there are merely 10 of us. Hey, don't you include me in this mess. Did he come brulee? Now I'm not fetching numbers. There's merely 8 of you, not 10. It gets worse and worse. You have the Sun Pirates, though. You can all go and get yourself murdered as far as I'm concerned. Luffy, I already talked about this with everyone on this side, but... Forgive me for changing the subject, but there's something you need to hear. Do you know of Capone Gang Page? Okay. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Okay. Yeah, he's the guy who made off with Sanji. Right. He's one of the worst generation. In other words, one of your contemporaries. I don't know why I read that as competition at first. In his native West Blue, there are 5 enormous mafias which have the underworld of the entire sea under their control. The 5 great families of the West and of the 5 bosses of those mafias, one of them is none other than Gang Beige himself. The moniker Gang comes from the remnants of his younger days, and he was one crazy whippersnapper. He became infamous as a loose cannon, you see. I've heard that he's the sort of man who'd cut off animals' heads and laugh as he watched their writhing bodies. Oh, Chopper! Oh, poor Chopper! What? That's beyond terrible! And if you change animals to organizations, they met the very same fate at his hands. Oh my god, a lot of text, I'm gonna mess this up. Even back in his younger days, he was already gunning for the heads of the bosses of the underworld. Even if they commanded an entire family, he'd go straight for the head of any boss who dared resist him and no one else. But in spite of all that, he showed no interest in improving his status or acquiring territory. He stole money and precious items and nothing else. From then on, he sat back and watched the blood-soaked struggles for power. He merely laughed as he watched the powers that be in the underworld panic. Saying he's a man with bad taste would be an understatement. However, in this world, it's eye for an eye. Before long, those who would seek revenge on him came for his head in droves. And yet, that was all fun and games for Beige. He had an ironclad fortress awaiting them and sent them panicking with their tails between their legs, laughing all the while. And once he grew bored of his dominance of the land, he set out to the seas. But his mythologies didn't change. He quickly gained infamy by taking only the heads of renowned pirate captains, but leaving their crews intact. Oh, so that just means that the crew's safe and Luffy is targeted, I guess. I don't know. And why are you telling us why are you telling this to all of us now, Jinbei? Have I mentioned how I really love that like in a lot of these chapters, Luffy's like thinking, like properly thinking about stuff. I mean, he's still impulsive when it comes to the safety of his crew and stuff like that. Again, with Sanji's expression in the background though. But back to Luffy. He's just like, I really like that he's thinking. I believe I mentioned it with this when he fought Cracker. Or just after that. I don't know. I mean, I had like 300 subs back then, so you probably don't know. Even when he journeyed out to sea, he was continuously chased by those seeking revenge. And to someone like that, there's no better hiding place than under the umbrella of a Yonko. So Beige became a subordinate of Big Mom's. And now, his sharpened wariness, in addition to his defensive prowess, I can never say that, have had their value acknowledged, and as of this tea party, he's finally earned the title of Rook as a combatant in Big Mom's forces and has been given full authority over the security detail of the event. Well, that just spells chaos right there. Since he and his men will be on guard duty, that means there will be no one to get in his way. The main event of this tea party is the wedding ceremony. And as you know, Big Mom is planning on slaughtering every one of the Beansmokes at the ceremony and obtaining all of Germa for herself. But amidst all the festivities, Paige intends to take Big Mom's head then and there. What? Okay. Question is, are we gonna get my battle royale, or are they gonna be like, okay, we only have 8 people, let's just like ally ourselves with them. Also, it would be really fun because Paige is obviously not to be trusted. And when we made the alliance with Law, Robin was like, okay, so usually pirate alliances are marked with betrayal. So, if they end up allying themselves with Paige, Capone, that could be where that comes into play, because obviously Law's not gonna do anything now that he's indebted to them, so. Okay. Are you serious? This tea party is just steep with conspiracy. Yes, Sanji. Luffy, as for Peckhams who guided you all here, the truth is he was taken by Paige and his cohorts. Yeah. And it was offered to become an accomplice with their schemes. Peckham, so that's where he went. Well, he didn't actually go, he was more like kidnapped. But Peckhams, who has a strong sense of duty, refused the offer, and in order to ensure that he kept quiet, he was shot and dropped into the seas for the sharks to feed on him. However, luckily for him, he was found by one of my comrades and saved by a hair's breadth, and he's currently recuperating. Yeah, well, okay, we all saw that coming, right? So he's safe then, I'm glad to hear it. But I had it up to here with this Paige bastard, I'll never forgive him. Okay, allying themselves with Paige is literally not gonna happen now. Luffy, from here on out is the meat of the conversation. I've heard everything about this plan from Peckhams himself, and I've done quite a bit of thinking on how you should all act from here. Once you heard this whole story, I knew you would want to rescue Sanji and his entire family. I certainly feel bad for Peckhams, but is now really the time to make an enemy of Paige? I take back what I said. All the expressions, look at Luffy's cute face. The tea party will begin at 10 AM. That's only about 5 hours away. Damn, we're so close. Unlike the 10 of us who starting now are trying to make up a plan from scratch. I tell you not to include us in your little schemes. You fiends, I'll expose all of you, just wait. Paige and his crew has meticulously made preparations for this day. Sanji, Luffy, would you join forces with Paige? Okay, yeah, okay, we're back at that. Okay. Damn, that was right, okay. You might be onto something there. Whoa, Luffy, you're like, see, Luffy's thinking logically. Like, he's not letting his emotions get in the way of him, because he just said, I hate Capone, I'm never gonna forgive him, yet he's still thinking logically enough to be like, okay, maybe I hate him, but if we're gonna get out of this shit alive, we probably need to rethink that. I really like that, because Luffy's not stupid. He's just not, like, Robin intelligent. Luffy, you haven't actually been taken in by Jinbei, have you? What expression is that, Nami? See? What did I tell you? Just what I thought he'd say. Luffy voted against it, 4-2! I've actually already made preparations for a meeting. Should we go see him? Alright, let's meet with him right away. What? Okay. Shit! Whoa, okay. Calm down, if we don't like the sound of it, we can just turn him down. Our objectives are slightly different after all. What? I'm like, I have to wait a fucking week for the next chapter? What the heck? Okay. Northwest Whole Cake Island, Fire Tank Pirates hideout. So did you off Bobbin? Indeed I did. He was chasing after Blackleg and, well, the Germa are my heroes after all. Yeah. Do you really think those guys are coming, Father? Jinbei isn't a man who'd joke around about something like this. It's only logical that neither of us would want to make ourselves more enemies, given that we're both planning on opposing Big Mom. The rest all depends on Straw Hat's attitude. If he does anything to piss me off, all we gotta do is take him out right here. Damn. Okay, I feel like my Battle Royale want is like completely shattered at this point. I feel like it's really gonna be Big Mom versus everyone else. My theory could still be a thing, you know, because there's still a lot of them. But we might end up having 2 sides, which is kind of annoying. I'll get my Battle Royale at some point. At some point in the series, it's gonna be there. Just hope it was now. But this is interesting, because Capone is a person that I trust significantly less than Law. Like, whoa. He's like probably the worst generation person, excluding BB if you want to count him, who I trust the least. Cause he just doesn't seem like a person who would want to work with anyone. Like, Law had plans and all that, but he was very like, okay, if you want to do this, I guess it's okay, because as long as it doesn't interfere with the overall plan that I have, that you're not obviously gonna follow, it's fine. But Capone, not really? I should talk about this in my review, but damn, I just really don't trust this guy. I feel like, because alliances usually work well for Luffy, but at some point it has to backfire on him. And in this arc where he seems to be thinking a lot more with his brain rather than his feelings, I feel like this is the perfect time to have someone who, like, as shitty as Capone, be their ally, because if he betrays them, I feel like Luffy would kind of be prepared for that. Unlike with Law, I feel like if Law had betrayed them, it would have gone down very differently. But that's a whole other subject that I could talk a lot about, but it has something to do with how I think Luffy saw through Law when they first met. But that's another topic for another time. If you liked anything that I had to react to, or anything that I said here at the end, you can leave a thumbs up on the video, leave in the comments below what you thought of the chapter, and if you want to subscribe, you can see more of me. I don't know what I said that. You can subscribe if you want to, and until next time, bye!